going. You know the audio is, guys? Getting everything set up. It's a little bit different on Mac. Also, like, let me know if you can hear the fan in the background. I had to use a different, I had to use some different stuff, so it's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What's going on? What's going on? Does the audio sound clear? Does it sound as good as the previous? Might need to be a little bit louder. Check. Oh, no. Check. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I turned the echo off. I don't know why it's echoing. I don't know why it's echoing, though. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's echoing. Whatever. Can you all hear the fan, though? Let me know. I'm just curious. I'm just, like, testing everything out, and when I have my headphones on to, like, check it back, it doesn't even sound nearly as good as when I record or stream. So I was testing it last night, so I'd, like, run to Best Buy and buy this, so it was kind of annoying. The Go XLR is definitely better, but it's not compatible with Mac. Better, but hear the fan. Now you're good. I'm keeping the fucking fan on, to be honest. Thought we were gonna need a larger drop at opening. I mean, Mark hasn't opened yet, but yeah. One sec. Yeah, it's a little. It's interesting how like it looks so much better too on OBS than it does. I mean, it might just be my settings. Totally could be my settings. I'll have to go in there and change everything. But yeah, I was just curious. Sec. The switch from PC to Mac is a little tough. Can you check Tesla? Yeah, I'll check it one sec. I will check it one sec. Check. Now it's not echoing. So weird. I don't know what that was. Really quick. Let me go to. Yeah. I'm gonna make a coffee in a sec too, but. I wonder if I'm connected through Apple. I don't think so. Back. Oh, you know what? I changed my email. I don't know if you guys ever have issues with Spotify where people hack your account. Dude, let me tell you, it is the worst thing on earth. There's no worse feeling than getting your Spotify account hacked because they're the worst. They're the worst of worst. Okay, let me grab my coffee and get started. Hope everyone's doing well. So, yeah. Which stock do you like more, TSM or AVGO? Long term, probably TSM. I think TSM's probably one of my favorite setups right now, to be honest. Guys, I mentioned last night too on Twitter. If you guys follow on Twitter. Yeah, right here. How do I Command? Yeah, command. Yeah. Right here, I mentioned really bullish over 21.2. No. Why did I screenshot that? Anyways, 21.2 pushed up to 23. But again, like you see, we reject last night. So this is yesterday. Yesterday, like during FOMC, you reject right off our level. You don't make it back in, make lower highs, end up dropping down near, what is that, London? It's not even London Open. It's like mid-London. London Open's like over here, like 1, 2 a.m. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, to stay bearish, you want to stay, because this is where we were yesterday at market open. So, I mean, ideally, in order to stay bearish, let's say you still get like some sort of a push, which I would assume you get some sort of push to the upside. You might be below VWAP still. You are. This would make a lot of sense actually near open. So I'd be looking for a push towards VWAP and this level here, 20,092 on NASDAQ, which was a pretty big level yesterday where we rejected literally 100 points in 20 minutes or some shit like that. So I'd be watching that. But I'd kind of be looking to see if we get some buyer share, because definitely New York session and our buyers are still stepping in. So we'll see. Got Apple kind of down, Nvidia. I want to see Nvidia, AVGO. I want to see those names continue selling off. Like AVGO pushing back down to 193. Fucking break, retest, shoot down. Let's see that. You also have Meta and these other names that really didn't bounce that much yesterday. That's also really interesting for me. Amazon. I debated shorting Amazon at close, to be honest. I was very close to going short Amazon. I like that a lot as well. Where's Reddit? Might get back into Reddit, to be honest. But yeah, so kind of where I'm at. Cue the music. No music today. No music today. Yeah. Well, Dow and ES. Where's Dow at? It's okay. It's not bad. Kind of flagging back up. 42.3, staying under it right now. Want to see a push down to 42K. Under 42K, you look more like selling. But again, kind of consolidating here on Dow. Looks like it wants to get downside, so it doesn't look great. Your SPY puts must be looking good. I don't have any SPY puts. Again, yeah, I don't know what people run this narrative that like I have positions that I don't have. I'm pretty like transparent if I have a position, if I'm short, long, things like that. So yeah, I don't know. People were like, "Man, you're probably down so bad yesterday in the video." I'm like, dude, I mean, I did go short yesterday, but nothing major, nothing crazy. Like, it wasn't like YOLOing, like I said. Like, it's more knowing how to day trade this environment and knowing that's where that's where the money is in the short term, right? But yeah, kind of my mentality. Not like, again, not going crazy over here. Can't hold anything overnight. Well, I mean, you weren't bullish. I don't think that meeting was bullish. Like, I mean, I went into the description in last night's video. So, I mean, you do what you got to do. But, yeah, I didn't find that video bullish whatsoever. Or the FOMC meeting. That would have been tough to take as bullish. I mean, they literally said, I mean, everything is uncertain. And that they're not happy. I mean, that they're happy with the scale of inflation. But, and then you had Trump get on social media and say the Fed needs to cut rates. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Bitcoin? It was bouncing overnight. It was at 86K. It's at 85K now. Not bad. I mean, you're above the 200 SMA. You can't really do nothing here on Bitcoin. Like, You've been just trending around the 200 SMA here. I mean, ideally, you want to see that push down to 73, 74K. That's where you're at right now. Can't do nothing else. Above the 200, you look decent. But I think if the NASDAQ drops, Bitcoin will follow. We got to break 20,025, 20,001, to be bullish on NQ. I wouldn't even say bullish necessarily. I mean, I'd look for upside, but like I wouldn't be like net bullish. I'm not really bullish again on the NASDAQ till you're above the 200 SMA. When that happens, I'll be bullish. But you got to get above the 200 SMA for that to happen. We have a ways to go. Right now, I mean, if you look right now, what's happening on the chart, I mean, like you're still just consolidating down here. Yeah, I mean, you're bear flagging down here, and that's what it is. Like, I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's overextended yet because the scale of the downside. So we'll see. I mean, this goes on for another week, then yeah, probably not a bear flag, but Powell did his best to try to calm the narrative. There was a lot of reading in between the lines. He did what he does best. Yeah. He mentioned tariffs a lot. And I mean, he did put like I don't think a recession is the word to say. I don't think that's gonna happen either. I think it's just short-term pain. Like, yeah. I think what he did say was crazy. Like he did say that like we're already seeing he said like he said in January we saw the impacts from tariffs, right? And I was like, what? How do we see the impacts of tariffs if Trump hadn't even implemented them yet? What are you talking about? I was like, that's weird. Unless he was talking, and then someone asked him, they're like, do you mean like that the market was anticipating that? It was a weird question. But yeah, reducing the cap on securities means less selling pressure. I agree. I mentioned QT. We mentioned that yesterday as well. So that was the bullish narrative of it. That was the only good thing that was said yesterday, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. That was cap. Stop the cap. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, I just listen to Powell, what he says, and then I just trade based off of it, basically. So we'll see. But I think yesterday's meeting was definitely a reason to look for downside. Have you analyzed NVIDIA? It dropped overnight. What's it down? It's down 7 cents overnight. Go off, King. Nah, NVIDIA's not doing nothing. Guys, sometimes some of you guys, when it's nighttime, turn off your fucking charts. Turn off your charts, man. Don't chart. Don't look at nothing. Stop. Go watch some White Lotus. Just chill. Yeah. Don't be trading that night. But yeah, NVIDIA breaking back below 118. Monday lows, I believe. Yeah, just slowly grinding down, looking for like 116, maybe down to 115. Big levels, we started getting back to 112, 110. But yeah. Netflix, I haven't really traded Netflix the past few days. Yeah, you're above your 50 MA, your 100 MA is up here too, somewhere. Where's it at? It's down here. Down. It's okay. It doesn't look bad. I mean, you're above like 950, 955. Not bad at all. It's holding above your key levels. Back below 940, 942, I'd be bearish. Till then, just chilling. Just chilling until then. Ooh, we had a lot of people yesterday. A lot of people were like, Tyler, what happened to your death cross? What happened? And again, I want to be very clear. I don't have shorts on NVIDIA. I don't have long dated positions to the downside. I'm just talking about what's out there because I think right now there's a lot of channels that aren't talking about what's actually happening, right? And then it's just like there's this euphoria of like, okay, guys, we're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce. It's gonna be. You're get ready for the squeezers. I'm like, a squeeze? What are you talking about? Like yesterday, people were like, oh yeah, shorts are getting squeezed on NASDAQ. Shorts are getting squeezed. I was like, what are we talking? Like who is getting squeezed? What are we like? What is going on? Like, what are you talking about? You went back into highs from Monday. Ooh, like what are we like? What? What are we talking about? Now you'd broke down hell. I think you'd look good, but I'm just saying, like, for the time being, like, get to react to what's actually happening, not like what you think is happening. And there's a lot of that going on, and so I'm just mentioning that like it's interesting. You're getting situations that haven't happened in 2 years, right? So you take Baba. I think Chinese names as a whole look really good. They're still very strong. Money's definitely flowing into them. Where's Baba? It should be at the top. 37. I mean, but you're just moving with the market, bouncing back and forth. I like Baba long term. It's fine. I'm just not net long on options. If you like it stock, I think stock is cool, but options for me don't make sense on it. Sick. Get me up. Man, another thing too is anyone know a good way to like wash your mouse pad like efficiently? Like I got like a hot rag. I mean, I did like 5 times, and it definitely made it cleaner. I just didn't want to do it 20 times, but yeah. If anyone knows a really good way to clean your mouse pad, let me know. Let me know. Also, too. Also, are you guys? This is the random, very random, but I want to ask because I don't want to waste money doing it. We probably took a pre-sale if we did it too. How do you guys feel about custom mouse pads? Talking about large ones. Like this one is 30 inches, I think. Maybe 36 inches. It might be 36 inches. It might be a 3. It might be a 3-footer. Buy a new mouse pad. I thought about that. I mean, they're not that expensive. They're not that bad. They're not that. I tried to drive all the way up to Micro Center to get it, and I didn't want to drive to Micro Center. It's like on the other side of Houston. It's an all-day event usually. The best. I'm dealing with the same thing, trying to clean some sauce. It's not even that. It's like the dust. You know what I mean? Like if you have a black mouse pad, it like gets white and it's just dust. And so like if I get there and I screw but if I use like a rag to scrub, it won't get it off. But if I use like my finger for the friction, pause, it'll rub a bunch of the. So I'm just like, this is gross. Power washer. It's dust. That's what it is. I've had it for like 2 years. So, yeah. The Fed is not making any sense. He said, make it make sense. I agree. I concur, buddy. I concur. OD socks. Yeah, so what we would do if we did like the mouse pad, it would be like basically like we would change the layout of it, but it would kind of look like one of these. Like this is just the premise. So don't attack me. I'm not copying anybody. Relax. We would definitely make it more, more us. Right? So this is like what they have like on Etsy. I just looked up trading mouse pad. Right? We would definitely make it a little bit more. We would shift it more towards what we do, not like this other shit. But anyways, kind of be the layout of it. Throw it in the washing machine. Don't dry it. Yeah, I thought That's the wash in cold water. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to throw in the washer. I'd rather buy a new mouse pad than break my washer. Yeah, pal said he was uncertain like 40 times and we pumped. Toilet brush and the drill. That's funny. I don't know. It also just depends how much it costs me and Jay to make it. I mean, we're not gonna make any money off of them. Like I think the T-shirts that we made or Jay made, like he's not making. He'll make like $100 total, like just to cover like his expenses. Maybe $200. He's gonna. I think he's spent like, yeah, it's not gonna be a lot. Anyways. Okay, going into the market, dude. Sorry, like 7:50. Shit. Actually, really quick. Let's since we're not really answering questions yet, let's go over futures. Let's go over futures real quick. Also, too, guys. Jay keeps telling me to let you guys know. Anytime I'm marketing anything, let me let you know right now. It's usually Jay. I don't like. Least of my priorities is marketing, but anything to do when it goes to starter plan, guys, the more affordable tier for Discord, we will be locking that up. We have like I think we opened like a total of like 100 spots, I think. So either that fills up or we're closing it on April 1st, no matter what. So if you join, you join. If not, you don't. It's all good. Premier access will be open. But yeah, just letting everyone know. So if you're interested, join while you can. We might open them up later on if some spots open up. But as of right now, we're going to keep that closed the way it is. So take advantage while you can. Yeah. There's not a quick button to freaking mute my mic either now. It's a little annoying. I mean, get above VWAP, you're looking back into 20,000, to be honest. So. Okay. Let us go. Probably like 19. Dude, the lows here are going to be tough. There's not really a target down there on lows. Shit. Okay, there's that. Dude, I've been like not wanting to go over Dow. Like it's just been so blah. Calls or puts today. Do what you gotta do, buddy. I already told you on my video last night, buddy. They said, Tyler, calls or puts today. I'm gonna troll you all night long on your video, and then I'm gonna wake up and realize, ¿Dónde estás, tu jefe? Was correcto mundo. Oh, yep, correcto mundo. So good. I. What can I say? So yeah, Dow really doing a whole bunch of nothing here too. Dow doesn't look bad. The problem though with like Dow versus Nasdaq is Nasdaq has been more volatile. Same thing with ES, right? That's the real thing going on right now. Take me home. Take me home. I also, man, what I don't like on Mac is it's command instead of control. Don't like that. My pinky's not that flexible. Tiffany, check out their education vid, Tyler and Jordan's. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Someone finally is realizing that. It's OPEX day. Oh God, here we go. Oh God. Oh God. They got me with the OPEX day. They said, Tyler, we cannot go up. It's OPEX day. Oh, it's OPEX. I'm like, oh, gosh. I like those little kids. You know when like you're a kid and you lick people's elbow and you're like, oh, you can't feel it. You can't feel it, right? It's your weenus, man. Everyone thinks it's like the funniest. Truth came home one day and said that, and I was like, oh, dude, he's going through that phase, right? Anyways, yeah, that's y'all with OPEX. Y'all have no idea what you're talking about. Just heard it. Just heard it one time. Cool. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, look at y'all. Who's someone's going for subscriber of the year over here? Okay. So really quick, we'll go into some other things. If you guys have specifics you want me to cover, any questions, please ask while we're here. Okay, let's jump into it. So far, NASDAQ pushing down a little bit more. It's what we want to see. Can I get an amen, brother? So that's again what we wanted to see there. I'm looking for Apple to get weak again. I think Apple's been weak. I'm looking for Apple to get back below 213.8. Start dropping. Let's fill the gap today. Let's go down to 213. Talk to me nice. That's what we want to see this morning. Let's get down 213ish. Fill the gap, Peru, and let's see if sellers can start getting some pressure here. Right? I've been on Twitter all night long. I've been seeing. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was looking on Twitter. I kept hearing people, oh, the Bulls, we're back. I'm like, why? Why are you back? Why? What are we talking about? What changed? Nothing, right? What are we talking about? Yeah, VWAP, of course. VWAP is always the blue line. You never change the color of VWAP. That's disrespectful. That's like you see Kobe and you try to change Kobe's game, right? No, you don't. You let Kobe shoot. Don't tell Kobe to pass. You let him be him. You let Kobe be the blue line that he is, right? Think about it, right? Brandufus said, I started my first MyFunded futures. Hey, shout out to you, young king. Shout out to you, king. I still think right now MyFunded futures is because it's the most affordable, and they want you to get funded. That's the goal. That's why they only let you do 3 accounts. So I like them a lot. I've been testing out a few others, and since I'm on Mac now, I'm still using TopStep. I'm 100% using TopStep. TopStep X is just so clean. It's probably the cleanest futures thing out there. But I'm trying out Motive Wave because the problem with TopStep is let's say you get your MyFunded Futures account, right? Or no, let's say you get your TopStep accounts, you have 5 accounts and you're funded on those or whatever, right? Cool, awesome, super cool. Now, the problem is scaling if you want to get more accounts because you can't copy trade from your TopStep X. But if you have Motive Wave, Tradeovate, you can copy. So that's the cool thing there. So yeah. Kobe is dead. Wow, that's hey, gone for everybody. You're gone, Joshua. You're gone. Hide on this channel forever. Don't disrespect the GOAT like that, buddy. Kobe still makes more buckets than you in your sleep. And he's gone. You're right. I was so bullish today, but I took the pre-market short. What are you talking about? This is how they come out. They see how they flock? See how they flock? Look, y'all can't even see it in the camera. Look, come here. Put you on the Jumbotron. You see how they flock to us? You see how they change up on us so quick, boys and girls? Look at this. It's not going to be the highest quality, okay? It's not going to be the highest quality. But let's turn you over here, okay? Don't ignore the TV on the ground. Okay, ignore the TV on the ground. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I had to put it on the mantle. Okay. Just take a gander. Oh, you can't even see it all the way. You see? You see, when you're at the top, people want to follow you. You see the biceps? I don't even work out no more. I don't even work out anymore. I don't even work out. But you see, when you're at the top, people want to be you. People want to be like you. They go to sleep and they wake up and they're like, oh, I'm going to be like Tyler today. Let's put it back up there so nothing gets broken. Okay? Woo! Get me fired up. That's dust sealed. That's dust. Dust can't even get in there. That's specially made. Bangkok. Think about that. That's specially made Bangkok. Get me fired up this morning. You're getting me fired up. You're getting me fired. Fired up. Okay? Y'all understand. Took me 6 months in the trenches. 6 months in the trenches of dealing with AMC people. Dealing with all these influencers in that community saying, oh, we're going to 1 million. I said, no, we're not. We're not going there, but we're going up. Hit that sell button at $57. We ranked it in. I said, Dad, look, I know I went to college, but I ain't using this degree, right? Come on. So again, you go to sleep, you think you're you. You wake up, you realize you want to be Tyler. Think about it. Okay. Oh, NASDAQ. Oh man, I gotta get on Twitter. I can't wait to get on Twitter this morning. This is awesome. Oh man. They said, bro, y'all think my analysis, bro, go look at it, bro. I'm telling you, go read the comments every once in a while on the YouTube videos. They be going crazy. Like, Tyler's smoking crack. I'm like, whoa there, Jeffy. That's crazy. That's a hot take, right? Dare I say. But yeah. Looks like you're a bearish outlook from me. Yeah, whatever. Tyler, you're the best. Hey, Craig Miller. I like you. Have a good day, man. Have a good day. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Apple puts are gonna open up good, baby. Apple pie. Discord, you already know the drill. What are we gonna say this morning? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't tag me. Don't ask me questions. Just do what you got to do, right? Those Apple puts that close. They said, I thought we're waiting for confirmation. I said, buddy, I am the confirmation. Think about that, right? Sometimes Yapmaster 3000 works. Okay, do you think NVIDIA could reach a market cap of 10 trillion in the future? Yes. It's kind of far off, but yeah, I do. That was a wild question, but I like it. Tesla is dead. Time for puts. Where's Tesla at? I mean, under 236 still didn't look good. I mean, I think Tesla, like, the big short was the big play, like, already happened. Like, you'll probably keep going down. But, like, something me and Jay were talking about, and Jay's mentioned in Discord a lot, is you're just back at, like, 2023 levels, right? So, like, basically down in 270 was clean. This is why I was saying this so much on the channel. I was like, dude, everyone was saying, oh, I'm buying it. Like, people on Twitter, I'm like, I'm going long. I'm like, why? Why the fuck? Why the fuck are you going long on Tesla? They're like, oh, it's a great one, Tyler. It's a great play. It's fantastic. I'm like, it is not fantastic, actually. This is terrible. This looks literally awful. We had like a few really good plays. We had the play down below 290. We knew below 299, you had nothing. Like, there was literally no liquidity until like 267, 270. And then you had gap fills below, so then that was just another question. But then the other level too was when you broke below right here, like at 360. You broke below 360. It was just like, dude, I mean, perfect setup, perfect BRB. Like, So the point is I'm not saying you can't short Tesla. The point is you've gone through a lot of the move. That's all that I'm trying to say. So I think getting very aggressive here is a dangerous game. That is my opinion. I'm not telling you not to short. I'm not telling you not to do anything. That is my opinion, my viewpoint on it. So, like Tesla, do you have more downside? Potentially, probably, but like, it's just not as good of a play anymore, right? I still think there's really good plays out there. Like, I think Apple's gonna come back into 2023 highs, highly likely 199, whatever it may be, right? I think, I think semis probably have more downside as well. I think Microsoft is one of those plays that like it hasn't happened yet, but if it does happen, it's going to be crazy. If you can break below your demand at 367, you'll go right down to 340. That'll be a big buying opportunity as well. Meta's had some bigger dips here, but another big thing here on Meta that I would like to talk about is getting below your 200 SMA. Below your 200 SMA, 570, 576. You're going to come right down probably to 530. You start. And then you're like the question of like, dude, like, well, how far do you come down on Meta? We'll see. I mean, I think you have a big support at 530, but we'll see. I also think Meta's doing really good, just as a company in general. I think mid caps also very dangerous. Reddit's a big name here. We shorted it earlier this week. I think this is another really good name on downside. And this could start coming down towards 80. Go look at how cheap contracts are on on Reddit. Like April 17th is the monthly expiration. Go look at it. Dude, they are cheap. I cannot believe how cheap it's ridiculous. So yeah, AVGO, yeah, another name. So AVGO, I mean, you had a pretty big dip here, but you're still just sitting on your previous highs. Like, very important to realize. Like, you're just sitting on top of that. So until you get below like 185, 180, 181, 182, the 200 SMA, I'll just be patient. But like, from there, you can start dropping towards 140, 144, right? So I just share my viewpoint, right, of what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at certain things. And it's not because I dislike Tesla or don't think you can't make money to the downside on Tesla. It's just for the fact of like, where can I make the most money? Where do I have the bigger opportunity? Because my visual and my viewpoint of shorting isn't how long can I stay short? How, I want to stay short forever. I want to swing trade short. That's not my visual. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's a means to an end, really. My goal is to make as much money in the short term, because they're short-term trades when I'm shorting. I'm not trying to hold long-term, right, or hold for a week or two, right? It's just intraday trading and taking advantage of those moves, and then hopefully setting up better moves going into the next few weeks and going long and having more capital for that. That's how I view it. Some people think that, like, again, you watch my video and you're like, Tyler's a perma bear. He wants to go short. He wants the market to collapse. He thinks we're going to zero. It's not what I think. I've never said that in any of my videos. Never have I ever, right? So yeah. Why would the U.S. 10-year be going down if inflation per the Fed is so likely? I don't think the market believes the Fed. Okay, good question. So this is my opinion. Okay, so the yield doesn't have to go down if inflation is, how do I explain this? Okay, so the yield's already extremely elevated. Let's get this right. Okay, so you also need to realize with the Fed, this is when the Fed cut. This is when the Fed started cutting last year. So I recommend just looking at the past to get your answer 9 out of 10 times. It'll save you a lot of time. So if you look at when the Fed started cutting their first cut of last year, right? This is when. And the yields actually went up the entire time, which made no logical sense. But that's because they were getting priced in, right, for literally like months. And the market was going parabolic at that time. And then whenever this started going up, remember the market stalled. And then obviously November, Trump gets elected, the market pops off like crazy. So yeah. So first of all, I would look at like what's happened previously. So going into the visual and a mentality of, I don't think the market believes them, and that's why this is happening. Again, the market doesn't care what you believe or what I believe. The market doesn't care. So that's the first thing that we should always remember, that we are generally ding-dongs and idiots. Like, if you think you're smarter than the guy that went to college for 6 years, 4 years, whatever, worked at a hedge fund his entire life, works with big money, works with big capital, you're just a narcissist and arrogant. Like, it is what it is. Agree to disagree. I don't care. Okay. So that's another big visual. So you don't need to, it is what, this whole time the Fed said they weren't cutting rates either. So the Fed told us when they were going to cut rates. It's also very important. So this was not a surprise cut, worth mentioning. Okay. So then the next part is if they expect inflation, if the market is expecting inflation to go up, why would yields go down? Yields don't necessarily move with inflation. That's a bad way to visualize it. Okay, that's a dumb way to visualize it. A better way to visualize that is looking at the value of the dollar. If we're, again, looking at what's happening here and what's being affected here, the dollar is actually popping off that news. So you can actually see what's happening going on there. So going back into the 10-year yield, very important to realize this. Why the yield's moving is because, in my opinion, I think the market does believe they're going to cut this year, which, again, the Fed confirmed that they want to look for 2 cuts on the year, which I still think was kind of wild. And if you even look at the interview, what did they say? They said, why the question reporters asked, why do you expect 2 cuts if you expect inflation to rise? Because again, they're going if tariffs are going to be the factor in what raises inflation, okay, and unemployment rises, inflation starts to slowly rise based off of tariffs, and the economy slows. That is the definition of a stagflation market. That is the very definition. It is the worst thing that could happen for the economy. That is the worst thing. So the Fed will have to do anything and everything to avoid that and to try to stimulate one part. Something of that has to give. Unemployment has to drop. You have to get some growth in the economy, which, in my opinion, if they cut, it will get some growth in the economy. So, yes, and you're already seeing that happen with mortgage rates. So you're seeing mortgage rates kind of move to the downside slowly. And mortgage rates over the past month have moved down significantly. So, yeah. What plan do you recommend on TradingView? I recommend just using whatever cheap tier you can afford until Black Friday and then upgrading then. I pay every year on Black Friday, upgrade to because the most expensive plan for the whole year costs like $100 on Black Friday. So I just do that every year. So that's my personal opinion. And I've said it over and over. I've said it in my videos, and I'm not mad. I'm just saying we have to stop people put too much weight in their viewpoints and their views. I think this is just a massive problem across the board. It's not just with the stocks; it's with everything in life. You have people that I don't. The doctor told me that I probably should take some medicine, but you know what? I saw someone on TikTok drink some honey. The honey's gonna do the trick. I'm like, what are we talking about? You literally have bronchitis. What do you drink honey? What the hell are you talking about? What are you doing? That's ridiculous. So, onions on your toes or whatever. I'm like, what is if I had strep and I was super sick and Allie put some goddamn garlic cloves on my feet, I would slap her right upside the head. I would say, and I would use a hot dog and slap her right upside the head with the hot dog. That's crazy. She would do the same thing to me if I did that to her. So I'm telling you right now, we put too much weight into what we think, when in reality, most people aren't that educated. I went to college, and I don't think I don't think I'm smart enough to predict what the Fed's gonna do. So I just react to exactly what they say and what they're doing right there. So yeah, Vic's rebel on everything, dude. Fun fact: my great grandpa, when I was I remember I was in first, second grade. I used to go over to their house after school, because my parents, they both worked like crazy. I was actually thinking back on it. I'm like, man, my son Miles, especially. I mean, I'm with my son Truth a lot every time I have him. I don't work. But I get him 40% of the time, 45% of the time, so it's just less. But Miles, it's so weird. I was thinking he's never gonna experience me or his mom going to work. Well, I mean I go to work in my office, but it's just different. So weird. My parents were always at work. I was really raised. I mean, my parents raised me. Don't get me wrong; they worked a shit ton, but it was me and my brothers, to be honest. But anyways, wild thought. Anyways, so this my grandfather, dude. Craziest thing I've ever seen. He would get a sore throat. This dude was 80. He was in. I really think he was in Nam. There's no way he's in World War II. He's dead now. But anyways, this dude, he would get black coffee and he would get Vicks Vapor Rub and eat it. It was the craziest thing. He's like, man. He's like, and he was, dude. This guy was white. he was dangerous white. This man was. I was like, oh. Oh, no. My dad was like, hell no. They weren't too accepting of my dad on that side of the family. Bro, all you need is 8 over easy eggs and unpasteurized milk. Bro, he said for pass on the unpasteurized milk and eggs. I'm going for the Vicks Vapor Rub. Rate cuts will make inflation in some areas worse, though. I don't think so. I don't think so. You've already seen what Powell has said about inflation. Like, inflation's moving in the right direction. Before Trump came into office, January-ish, give or take, we were sitting at 2.5, what he said on inflation. So, kind of wild. So, yeah. Why are the top trading YouTubers so bullish always? Is there a YouTuber I see every day that does mindless market analysis around Fibonacci's and 4K people watching? Talk micro? I don't know if it's a subliminal message at me. I don't think I've ever mentioned Fibonacci. But also too, like, people that understand, like, shit just gets views. Like end of the day, like, people like again, this is no hate on people, but like there's a reason you don't see people posting like transfers to their bank account. You know what I mean? Like, one of the few people that I see on there's probably 2 people that I see on Twitter or from YouTube that do it like often. Number 1, Desi. Desi does it all the time. Options Insider. He has a pre-market show live in the morning, so yeah, you guys might know him. He posts his stuff all the time, like all the time. Way more than me, definitely more than me, right? He's trading with more money than me too. So like, Desi, big flex, good for you, Chief. And then Colin does a lot too. I mean, Colin posts the losers. Colin posts some fat ass losers sometimes. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, shit. I'm like, but yeah, I mean, we've seen Colin make crazy money too. Post of wins, post of losses. So, but you want to see both sides of the trade. But the point of that is that people don't make money usually from trading. Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, I'm just saying, like, they make money from posting videos and like getting clicks and things like that. Like, that's just what happens. That's just how people make their money. Like, I'm not discrediting that. I make some money off of YouTube. I don't make crazy money, but I make about average $1,500 a month. That's like enough for like my light bill and groceries. So yeah. So, but that's the reality of it. People just, I mean, if it gets clicks, it works. Like, I mean, even to a certain extent, I will say my channel. Like, I mean, you'll notice on option drops, and like I'm totally fine being like transparent. I do not care. Like, when I notice a thumbnail's working, I'll just stick with it. Like, I'm not gonna change it up. I don't care. Even if I think there's a bounce coming on a certain day, I don't just keep using what works. Like, thumbnail doesn't matter. Like, to me, I'm like, I'll put a thumbnail. You can watch the video and hear what I have to say. So, but that's what it is. It's no hate on anybody. It's just, I mean, it makes sense. It's logical. Like, if I was gonna make a video, why would I want it to get less views? Why would I not just make like a more clickbaity thumbnail? It's common sense, right? More ads with videos. I don't, honestly, I have YouTube auto do my ads. I never place my ads. Only time I ever place my ads manually is if YouTube says like we can't do it. That rarely happens. That happens on my second channel more than my first channel. But yeah. But yeah. Also too, people don't like to mention like politics or Trump because like those are like hard hitting subjects, and like, again, you've seen when I mention Trump, even if I don't mention Trump in the sense of like I love Donald Trump, I've literally never said that. Like, never on my channel have said that. And people have been like, you love Donald Trump, you're this. And I'm like, what? I've literally never said that. And then people were like, well, you hate Donald Trump, you're a liberal. I'm like, that's also crazy. Like, I've never said that. That's nuts. That's also crazy. I literally like don't really talk negatively or positively about either president when it was Biden either. And I've told y'all who my wife voted for. I didn't go vote. I was being lazy. My wife went and voted. Actually, I don't think I was registered to vote. So, all right, guys, I got to get off. It's already 8:25, 6 minutes, 8:24, 6 minutes till market open. It looks like we're going to get some downside. We'll see what happens here. Discord link, all that stuff is down below. Twitter link as well for updates. I'm getting back into Twitter too, guys. Don't worry. I just got the Mac set up. I wish I could show y'all my office looks. I should have took a before and after picture. It looks so much better in here now. But yeah, so anyways, appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. See.